Most adults over 50 dismiss these quiet changes as just getting older, until one day the forgetfulness, the unsteadiness, or the mental fog starts interfering with the life they still want to live. What if those small shifts are actually your brain's early warning that it is aging faster than it should? I want to talk with you today like a trusted friend, because the truth is, many of us in this season of life are noticing things that feel a little off. We laugh them off. We tell ourselves everyone our age deals with the same thing. But research is showing that certain patterns may point to a brain that is moving ahead of the calendar. The good news is that noticing them early gives us a chance to support our minds while we still can. Let's walk through 5 of these signs together. As you listen, just notice which ones feel familiar. There is no need for panic. This is simply information that can help you stay sharp, independent, and present for the people you love. The first sign many people overlook is struggling more often to find the right word. You know the feeling. You are telling a story, the word is right there on the tip of your tongue, and then it slips away. Once in a while, this is completely normal. But when it starts happening several times in a conversation, or when names of people you know well keep escaping you, it can be more than ordinary aging. The brain pathways that help us retrieve language can slow down earlier than we expect after 50. And here is what often surprises people. This little frustration can quietly grow into hesitation about joining conversations or sharing stories with grandchildren. That is the moment independence begins to feel a little smaller. But that is not the most concerning part for many of us. The second sign is a subtle change in balance or coordination. You stand up from a chair and feel a momentary wobble. You reach for something on a high shelf and misjudge the distance. Walking across a familiar room feels less automatic. Researchers have found that the same brain areas involved in steady movement also support clear thinking. When those systems begin to decline faster than expected, balance can be one of the earliest signals. Imagine how much of daily life depends on feeling steady on your feet. Shopping, gardening, playing with the grandkids, even walking to the mailbox. When that confidence slips, the fear of falling can start limiting what you do. And limitation is the opposite of the free, active life most of us still want. Now stay with me, because the third sign is one that often sneaks up without us realizing. Many people notice they are having more trouble completing familiar tasks that once felt automatic. Paying bills, following a recipe they have made for years, organizing a simple outing, or keeping track of appointments. The steps suddenly feel harder to hold in mind. This is sometimes linked to changes in the brain's executive functions, the mental skills that help us plan and follow through. After 50, the brain's energy systems and blood flow patterns can shift, and everyday organization can become more effortful. The risk is that we start avoiding these tasks or relying more on others. That quiet loss of independence is what many people fear most as the years go by. And this is where many make a mistake. They assume these changes are inevitable and do nothing about the lifestyle pieces that may be contributing. The fourth sign is persistent sleep trouble or a deep mental fatigue that does not match how much rest you are getting. You go to bed tired, yet wake up unrefreshed. Or you feel foggy by mid-afternoon even after a full night's sleep. Sleep is when the brain clears waste and consolidates memories. When that process is disrupted night after night, the effects can accumulate. Research suggests that ongoing poor sleep may be connected to faster changes in brain structure over time. The desire most of us share is to wake up clear-headed and ready for the day, able to enjoy conversations, hobbies, and time with family without that heavy mental haze. Finally, the fifth sign is unexpected shifts in mood or a shorter fuse than usual. You may notice more irritability over small things or a low-level anxiety that feels new, or simply less interest in activities that used to bring joy. The brain regions that regulate emotion and the ones that support memory and focus are closely linked. When overall brain health is under strain, mood can become an early messenger. The deeper worry for many is that these emotional changes can pull us away from the connections that keep us sharp and happy. Staying engaged with loved ones is one of the strongest supports for a resilient mind. You may be wondering right now whether any of these sound like your own experience. That curiosity is valuable. It means you are paying attention. The encouraging part is that the brain remains remarkably responsive to how we live, even after 50 and well beyond. Small, consistent choices can support the systems that help keep thinking clear and spirit steady. Simple daily movement, the kind that gets your heart rate up a little and challenges your balance, has been linked in studies to better blood flow and healthier brain aging. A pattern of eating that includes colorful vegetables, berries, nuts, fish, and olive oil provides nutrients the brain uses for repair and communication. Protecting sleep by keeping a regular schedule and a calm evening routine may help the brain's nightly cleanup process. Staying socially connected and continuing to learn new things, even something as simple as a new recipe or a short walk with a friend while talking, gives the brain the stimulation it thrives on. None of these are magic fixes, and none of us can stop the clock completely. But research continues to show that people who support their brains in these ways often maintain sharper thinking and greater independence for longer. The goal is not perfection. It is simply giving your mind the conditions it needs so that the years ahead still feel full of possibility. If any of these 5 signs have been showing up in your life, consider them an invitation rather than a verdict. Talk with your doctor about what you are noticing. Ask about simple checks that can rule out other common causes like low vitamin levels, thyroid changes, or medication side effects. Then begin with 1 or 2 gentle habits that feel doable. Over time, those small steps can add up to a stronger sense of control and a brighter outlook. You still have so much life to live and so many moments left to share with the people who matter most. The earlier we notice the quiet signals and respond with care, the better our chances of protecting the clarity, energy, and independence we value. If this conversation has given you something useful to think about, please take a moment to subscribe to Healthy Aging Signals. Hit the like button so more people over 50 can find this information. Share the video with a family member or friend who might need the same encouragement. And click the bell icon so you never miss future videos that help us all age with strength and confidence. Your brain has carried you this far. With a little extra attention, it can keep serving you well for many years to come. Please generate attracting and viral able video.